Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. Let's continue with the updated Chimps series. In this series I will start again all the maps and I'm gonna show you an updated gameplay and strategy to be able to complete Chimps, achieve the black border, minimizing RNG, using no heroes, and yeah, I'm going with the strategy that in my opinion is the best one. And it's the most efficient and is the easiest one to follow and to use. That is with the Avatar of Wrath. So yeah, we'll start this particular map, Park Path, with a Druid 001 like this, placed in this spot. Very important, because in that way you can afford then later on to place a village in the left side. And yeah, I always like to have all the druids in range of one another, having everything under the range of a single village, so that I can really exploit those features. And now in this map you can start in different ways. You can start as well with a sub, but I think a sub start is a little slower than starting with a druid, for the very simple reason that the sub will just attack the Bloons later on. So you're gonna have to wait until the Bloons are pretty much down here to be attacked and to be damaged. Instead, the druid, as you can see, just by the position, will attack the Bloons a lot sooner. And then in round 10, when I have enough cash, I will just place a ninja. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. You can see, despite the fact that the tracks are different, I'm still using pretty much the same strategy, because it's very efficient. It works very well. Of course, these ones are beginner maps, so I may need to adapt it and to change it slightly for more advanced and more difficult maps, but the basic concept is the same. So yeah, now that I placed the ninja, I will just start upgrading it, maximizing the damage from it and calm the tension and the overall utility that the ninja has. And in this particular map, I forgot in last map that it was carved, if I am not mistaken. I forgot to show you an even simpler way to defeat round 100 and faster as well. That is, you use all the amount of cash that you have for the very late stages of the game. You can use it to build a 040 sub, and then you can use the activate ability to just destroy in one hit the BAD once is low enough on HP. So that's yet another way that you can make round 100 even easier. Yeah, so now that the ninja is 301, I will start preparing for round 28, so for Bloons. So I will place an alchemist here on the right side of this druid. I want this alchemist to prioritize this druid, because this is going to be the Avatar of Wrath druid. You can see very good spot. Like being able to track 3 different portions of the map, top, left and bottom side. And so yeah, just alchemist on the right side of it. 200 also to give the Mexodip to the druid, so that also with it the druid can pop Bloons and do extra damage to, I think it's ceramics and mob claspers. Yeah, so definitely not bad. The alchemist itself as well can pop Bloons, so it's 2 things at once. And then here ninja 401. All right. And yeah, so the strategy, it's pretty much the same, but as I explained in my other videos, with this series I just want to show you the fastest and the most simple way to complete Chimps and to achieve the black border. So I will not bother about using fantasy or trying different setups or trying stuff like that. I will just go for the best all the time. And yeah, now that I have a lot more of experience and knowledge on the game, I think I can do that better. So Alchemist 300, then a Druid 013, and next is placing the village. So you can see I left enough room with the Druid, so that's perfect. And so I will place the village right here. Just placing it, it's important to place it. And also these towers now have more range, so that's 10% more range, so that's not bad. And let's start getting here more druids, 013, and placing them as close as possible to one another. And yeah, so preparing here for round 40. So here I just want to place one more druid if possible before the mob comes out. Here, alright, here we go. Alright, nice. So 3 druids here plus 1 druid 012 should be enough. Right, here we go, very good. And lastly, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I need 2 more druids. So this one right here, very important, because you want the alchemist to buff, as I said before, the bottom druid that is gonna be the Altar of Wrath. Place this druid as far away as possible to the alchemist, so that you can see that now even if I place it, still the alchemist is prioritizing this druid. And then just the last one. Right, so all druids are in range of the village, all druids are in range of one another, and that's all I wanted. So now village 200, and yeah, have everything set up as it is for druids. One thing that I always like to have is not only have everything under the range of a single village, but then having all the druids in range of one another, so I can stack the populist effect on every single one of the druids to the maximum. So in this case it's gonna be 5 times, and not only on the Avatar of Wrath druid. So imagine here if I would have built some druids in the bottom side, I couldn't have had in range some other druids, and that might have lowered the damage from them. So in this way, by maximizing the attack speed on every single one of the druids, you are just doing more damage with all of them. So here in this case I will just get 2 druids 014, the ones that right now are being buffed by the alchemist. So these 2 druids are the ones being buffed. And next is remember for round 51 there are some camo ceramics, and so the ninja alone cannot pop all those camo ceramics, so you're gonna need camo attention with the village for the druids. Here I messed up, I got the Heart of Oak upgrade, but it's not gonna be that useless, so yeah, it was not definitely a bad thing to get. And now as always I will just slowly get the rest of the druids 014. No problems here. The early game of the druids is very good. It's just the beginning of each round that, because they don't have any pops, they are a little weaker because they don't attack very fast. But other than that, then their damage is just very high. Even if you have 6, yeah, their damage is quite nice. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I need to place the 402 boomerang, right? But I want to place it in a good spot without taking any other room for other towers. So in this case, I will just place a glue gunner here without upgrading it, just to save the spot, so that then here I can just get a boomerang. So remember, boomerang 402, very important to be able to pop that Bloons, to have the ricochet effect, so to have a lot of damage on ceramics and on normal Bloons, and it's gonna help the druids in rounds like 63, 76 and 78, other than of course in all the rounds where just to do massive damage to the Bloons. And now you can see that this boomerang is in an even better spot than the druid that will be the Avatar of Wrath. And just count how many different portions of the map this boomerang is covering. So it's covering this top side right here, then it's covering this side right here, okay. Then it's covering a little bit of this side, so it can attack, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 times also here, and then it's covering all this bottom side before the Bloons leak. So it's covering 4 different portions of the map, and that's why this boomerang is in an excellent position to just do massive damage to the Bloons, attack them multiple times in different portions of the map, and therefore maximizing its damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So right now I have all the setup to survive until I can afford the Avatar of Wrath. Oh yeah, before I forget, for round 76, if you consider that the ninja will be the last tower that's going to attack the ceramic rush, that in round 76 is a regrow ceramics. So you can see that here the range of the village of the ninja ends here. So from this point until here, that the Bloons are going to be attacked by the boomerang, there is, I don't know, like a lot of path. So if you consider that all those Bloons are regrow Bloons, it may happen in round 76 that those Bloons may regrow a lot here, and if they regrow too much, then I may have some problems. So in order to prevent any bad stuff from happening, like any regrow farming or stuff like that, what I'm gonna do from 76, exploiting the fact that I already messed up and I got this druid 0 to 4, is I will get another druid 0 to 4, so this one right here, and these 2 druids are gonna convert regrow Bloons into normal Bloons, and that is gonna simplify a lot round 76. So it's gonna turn all those regrow Bloons into normal Bloons, and so, well, not all of them of course, I don't know, like 70 or 80% of them, and so I'm gonna minimize the amount of Bloons that are gonna regrow back, and so in that way I will not have any problems. So that's another thing that you can exploit the druids on. It's a very cheap upgrade, it's 380, and especially in round 76 is very efficient. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So 2 druids should be more than enough. I don't think I really need to place more to get more. So 2 druids 0 to 4 for round 76. And yeah, and you can see that all these things that I'm just slightly changing are all adaptations to the map. Each map is different, each track is different, and if you want to really minimize RNG and you're gonna maximize your success, you have to consider each map and just place the towers and get the upgrades that are gonna simplify it. And yeah, here we go. So around 76, I don't know, maybe like half the Bloons were turned into normal Bloons, and so I didn't have any regrow problems. Round 78 as well should be smooth because of the boomerang. Again, very good spot, so I'm not really afraid of that. Yeah, here we go. This was the first ceramic rush, and yeah, popped like this. Now the druids should have more attack speed. So yeah, the second ceramic rush should be a little easier. Should be. Alright, yeah. I don't know, it was pretty equal to the first rush. I didn't really see any big differences, so... Okay, so we're already around 79, around 80 as well. Most likely I will have to survive without getting the Avatar of Wrath, and then for round 81 I'm pretty sure I will be able to get the Avatar of Wrath. Right, here we go. There should be no problems against this. Oh my god, just because it's slower. So most likely I will be even able to pop some mobs into ceramics. Yeah, and so I can start melting the ceramics with the boomerang. And then here, yeah, just getting the Avatar of Wrath whenever I have enough cash. Go. And yeah, that's it. So of course now super SRAMs are a lot tougher to pop, but with the Avatar of Wrath everything becomes easier, especially if you have a lot of Bloons on the screen, and so you unlock level 2 rage or level 3 rage, even better. Okay, so here I did place the glue gunner because I will get it 0 to 3. Slowing down mob class Bloons. Alright, so next I will just place here. I have found out something that if you place 2 Alchemist 032, the second one that you place is gonna exploit also the damage and the concussions from the first one. So it's gonna end up doing a massive amount of damage. So in this case, I will place the first concussion Alchemist down here. Alright, so 0, 3, 0. And then I will place the second concussion right here, so closer to the Bloons, and after this first one. And I don't know why really it works like this, but now this second Alchemist will exploit also the concussions from this one and will do a lot more of damage with the explosions. It's like you're stacking the damage from both Alchemists just in one. And just look here, 2.9k pops, and here already like 20k pops. Right, so here village 230 MIB preparing for DDTs. Right, so not forgetting that. And yeah, and as I said here, for around the 100, to make it even easier, especially on maps where you have water and you can do this, you can just place here, I will just place in range of this village. So right here, for example, a 040 sub, so first strike capability. On one of the last patches it has been nerfed, so now it's gonna do less damage, but if you just wait before, right on the exact moment before the BAD pops, you're gonna be able to pop it in one hit anyway. And yeah, I'm gonna just place it and upgrade it, why not, just to have some extra damage from the sub as well. And I may even be able to get the preemptive strike. I'm not entirely sure that we'll get enough cash, like 30k cash in 6 rounds, but it could be. And see the pops here, 91.6, and this one just 37.7. It's like this second Alchemist that you place stacks both damage, so the damage from both concussions. So as usual, Even rounds are easier with the Auto Wrath just because of the fact that you have the higher levels of rage, so you just do a massive amount of damage to the Bloons. Now in case I start round 99 and I don't have the preemptive strike, so depending on how much cash I get here in round 98, I may get the color arms instead. Yeah, definitely I will not get enough cash to get the 5th upgrade, so I want instead the village here, because I want the ability of the village to be used on these fortified DDTs. Always fortified DDTs are problematic because they have more HP, they just are more annoying. So here BAD, just wait for the very last layer, and now first strike capability, and boom. So that's even an easier way to pop the BAD. So I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.